What's up, y'all? So, time for another video. I actually might do several videos. I don't know. We shall see. Oh, sorry about that. Holding the camera all down and stuff. First of all, I want to add 2 channels that I should have did in my other video. One of them is, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, I Buy Gardens. I'll put the link in the description below. I found him after I did the video. And somebody put in the comment section, I Grow Maryland. So that's 2 more channels for y'all to check out. But yeah, let's get into this and let's see what's going on, because it's finally some stuff I can show y'all in the garden. Alright, y'all. So, first of all, what are these? So I got sweet potatoes coming up. Y'all remember them sweet potatoes that I thought I didn't have? And I put them back down. They actually overwintered. Got some there. That's some new coming up. That was the first clip that came up. Got that right there that came up. Let's see. These 2 came up a few days ago. But if you look right here, that's another one. That's another one right there. I also want to show y'all this. This is the butt of an onion that I planted. I didn't plant it very deep. I just barely covered it. You really can't tell no more what it was, but that's the old part, the brown part down there. So this only been in the ground about 3 weeks. You can see it's making a seed head for me. So this is kind of what you can expect from them. You can cut the tops over and over. I haven't had one make a seed head this fast, but it happens sometimes like that. It just depends. But y'all can see the rest of my onions, they looking pretty good. They getting some nice leaves on them. I'm gonna fertilize them again. Some of them bigger than others, but that's how that is. When I thin the beets, they just came back even stronger. Lots of strawberries. This is the honey oe. I guess that's how you pronounce that. First year growing this variety. It puts out a lot of berries real quick. This is my other berries. I think these are quinalts or something of that sort. I'm going to get some beer today because I seen some slugs. The slugs really won't get your strawberries until they ripe. But I ain't having it. So I'm going to get some beer today. The nasturtiums are looking quite pretty. Cabbage coming up. This is poke right here, and I got poke throughout this bed. I kind of got poke seeds they got everywhere. That's some more of it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video about that. So y'all stay tuned for that. This is the cress. It's coming along nicely. Cress is cut and come again, so you can cut this however you want. It don't matter how you cut it, it'll come back. Don't worry about the spacing. It grows small like this, like grass. It almost grows like an herb, so you can plant it tight. And just like I said, cut and come again. Just kind of going down the line. Got more cress. These are my red mustards. I've been thinning them a little bit, but I have a tendency to just let stuff thin itself. So when they get a little bigger, the little bitty ones I'll pull out. This is a volunteer tomato, and this tomato got twice the size in about 2 or 3 days. So I'm gonna pull this out of here and plant this somewhere else. Cause I don't think I'm gonna have nothing with no cages in this bed. At least not this year. Got some onions there. These are all marigolds, but you see I can plant them tight. My other marigolds came up, but I don't know. Something happened. They all died. Those are the only ones that kind of live. But it's all right. I got plenty. I will separate those out. Like I said, my buttercup squash is looking good. It's got true leaves and stuff on it. The Bradford watermelons are starting to get true leaves. More cress, onions, nasturtium, some random bean that grew up. I don't know what kind of bean that is. This stuff is really starting to get big quick. We got rain 2 or 3 days ago, and stuff just started kind of taking off. This is my Kohlrabi. I'm gonna break off these bottom yellow leaves. Just let them compost in place. I kind of ripped out them. When they yellow like that, they're not really gonna do much for the plant. Alright, nebula carrots. Almost as tall as me. But they go on the flower. They're probably 5 foot now. And I'm letting them go to flower. I want as much seed as possible. Sorry, Baker Creek. Cutting in on your seed production. Look it out. Oh, really spread out. Pretty. But yeah. So, nebula carrots. Yeah, stay tuned for them. Collards almost as tall as me. Once again, they go on the seed again. I can expect a lot of seeds from one plant. I got other collards I planted over there. Rosemary bushes. I think I'm going to do some cuttings on those. Sell some plants for that. Yard-long beans down in here along with some garlic from the yard-long beans are from Letitia at Barefoot Gardener. So shout out to Letitia. Thanks for the seeds, girl. But then also, did I plant a peanut in here? I like randomly scared a peanut. And I think that's one of the peanuts. Oregano. Y'all see how good it bounced back? Look at the parsley, y'all. Yeah. Parsley's going to seed, and it's, I don't know, that's over an inch thick, that main stem down there. It has just like leaned over, and it's almost 5 feet, almost. And let me see if y'all can see. Can y'all see that fly on top of there? Let's see. Look at that. So just in case y'all don't think flies are useful sometimes, they are. Flies will help pollinate. Y'all can see my little carrot experiment down here. These were just butts of carrots that I planted. And I planted them just to get the seeds. When you plant the butts, you will not get another carrot root. You will get tops. You can eat these tops and use them like you would use parsley. Also, this is celery here. This is one celery plant. That's another celery plant. Those were butts that I planted as well. That's radishes. But yeah, on the carrots, you won't get another root. But if those were tasty carrots, plant them again and get the seeds from them. I know some people are real hesitant about stuff like that as far as GMO and all that kind of stuff. Well, I've already eaten the carrot. So, like, you know, by the time you grow it out, the seed will be whatever you did to the plant. So I haven't sprayed it, haven't done anything to it. Not saying that, you know, that remedies everything, but I'm just saying you already ate the carrot. So you might as well get something out of it. And maybe never have to buy those carrots again. Apparently, which I'm just now noticing, I must have had some root from that air potato down in there. Because now that it's had something to climb, looky here, here's another one. So I guess now that they've had, like I said, when you grow air potatoes, and by the way, these are not, I found out these are not the ones that are super invasive. This is a different one, so it's not super invasive. This is the one that Florida like bans you from growing. It's different. So they probably can be invasive, but I don't think they're half as invasive as the other ones. But yeah, so we got 2 of them growing in there. I did plant the air potatoes that came off of this in a pot down there. They haven't come up yet. But you got to give them something to climb. If you don't give them anything to climb, they won't do well. So give them something to climb. Those are radish flowers, but these little ones are cilantro flowers. Those little ones in there are cilantro flowers. You can still cut off this cilantro even though it's bolting, and I have been. My other one isn't bolting yet. So when you plant your cilantro, stagger how you plant them. So like plant one and then 2 or 3 weeks later plant another one. And then that way you can keep harvesting off of them. You can still harvest these leaves down here and then leave the flowers for the pollinator and stuff like that. These radishes are bolting now. So hopefully I'll be able to show you the pods on those. like I wanted to show you. Aren't these pretty? These are pink ones. And I just have stuff flying everywhere because of all these different flowers out here. These are the carrots I planted. They're doing much better now that it warmed up. They just did not really like the cold. But now that it's warmed up, they perked up. And, and I got a lot of the radishes out of there. By the way, that's beets and garlic in there, if you're wondering. These are pretty much the only peas I got left. I pulled all those. I got garlic in those. Have y'all ever seen garlic get that tall? I've never seen garlic get 4 feet. It was competing with the peas for light, so that's why I did that. Same thing with this here. Matter of fact, I had another carrot just brought up right there. So I'm kind of getting it right of when the carrots, what kind of temperatures they like. They kind of like mild temperatures, not too cold, not too warm, seems like. So those came up nice. Once again, cauliflower and stuff is getting big on me. Sometimes they help your cauliflower and stuff. Y'all remember when I harvested leaves for the greens? Pluck off of them. That'll make them grow some more. Now that one warmed up. It warmed up and it's bolting on me. So, you play that game sometime when you plant stuff in the wintertime. Sometimes it'll grow and bolt on you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, comfrey's coming back, but trust me, I got a video coming about if you don't have comfrey, what you can do, because sometimes you can't buy comfrey. And right now, shipping is so slow on so many different things. It might take you forever to get some comfrey if you order it now. It just depends on where you order it from. So, gooseberries. And see how pretty they leafed out. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't labeled these lately. One of them's gooseberries. One of them's a currant. No, one of them's gooseberry. One of them's jostaberry. But I got 2 different color gooseberries, like a purple one or burgundy one, and a kind of like green one. I don't know which one's which. I got a feeling this is the one that's different because those 2 look really alike. That one looks a little bit different, smaller leaves, a little greener. But, it is what it is. Wow, this is long. I didn't know this was this long. And you do have to be careful with these because they do have thorns on them. I don't know if y'all can see that. See those thorns? They're not horrible thorns, but it's thorny. This is my mulberry. Growing. These peas are still left. I've pretty much been collecting seeds off of them. There's some onions down there at the bottom. Another mulberry. So, let's see. Let's go over here. See what we got going. I haven't shown y'all the avocado. So after I left it in the cold and almost killed it, it survived. I planted another avocado pit in there. We'll see if it comes up. But it sprouted out for me. It's looking nice. Look at all this money on the ground. Money. So these are new blackberry plants that sprouted up. The roots must have grew over winter. And these plants sprang up. These plants are like 1.5 feet tall. I'm going to sell those for $5 a piece. So, that's that. Let me show y'all the blueberries. So, can y'all see that the blueberries started swelling up? I think just about all of them got pollinated. I'm pretty sure. Y'all can see my blackberries. Look at all them flowers. Blackberries, no problem with pollination. Figs, leafing out beautifully. Looking gorgeous. Let's see here. See if I can show y'all. Look how big that leaf is. But persimmon flower, hopefully that took. Hopefully. That's the only one I tickled. So I'm gonna tickle both of those. And hopefully those will take. Yeah, so these are just figs and more blackberries. This one's probably 2 feet. I'll be honest, one that high, I might charge $7 for that one. Still gonna beat Lowe's prices because y'all know what they sell for. $5 and $7. It's half dead. You get it for them prices. So, we're getting real close to the end of the 100-day challenge. I think April 9th or 10th. Or maybe the 8th. It might be the day, might be the end, might be 100 days in. On the challenge. But shoot, I've been going in. Here's the garlic. All my garlic back here. It's not really much to see on the garlic, y'all. This stuff is getting big though. I can't even remember what this is. It looks beautiful though, but I'm starting to see some little moths. I'm starting to see some little holes. Those little holes don't concern me. That in a cocoon concerns me though. I'm not sure what this, I can't remember what this is. But it's doing good though. That's doing pretty good too. That looks like it's about to bolt though. Y'all see all them seed pods on this? Need to collect seeds on all that. Let's go around here. This is what happens when it rains and you leave your stuff. Well, you don't come back here. The ants go crazy. But it's alright. I got something for them because we ain't getting no rain in a few days. Got something for y'all. So here we are at the lovely peach tree. And you guys can see, what is this on the peak? Okay, just some dirt. Just something that fell from the sky. So, y'all see them peaches too? More peaches. Twins, but they didn't make it. Oftentimes twins won't make it. Those are twins as well. I actually had triplets last year, which is the first time I've ever seen triplets. So yeah, more peaches. But you can tell when your peaches, these were twins too. You can tell when they're not gonna make it. They never really get big. They just kind of stay small. They never do swell up, mount up to anything. See how that one in there is kind of shriveled. It's not even really attached anymore. But that one looks pretty good. But you can just kind of see. I don't thin my tree. I know a lot of people thin. I don't. Deborah Christmas had a peach tree, and it was much older than these. But she didn't thin either, to my recollection. And people are like, oh, thin, you get bigger peaches. Look, screw that. Hashtag team greedy. I'm not thinning nothing. I don't think now if they get big enough and I think they're gonna snap the limbs, I will. But I don't have enough peaches in my opinion. Like for instance, Leia showed on his video. But if y'all see that branch that snapped, he had a lot of fruit on there. It was a lot of fruit on that one branch. Y'all can kind of see. I don't have that same issue just yet. Maybe those peaches will start doing like that. The pear, I don't know if it's gonna do like that or not. I will see. If my limbs really start dragging down, I will start thinning. Then you have stuff like this that happens. Damage. I don't know what, probably a bird or something. I don't know, something got it. But it's all good. I don't know if y'all can see all the little pears, all these different places. Down in here, here. We're gonna check the big tree. I haven't checked the big tree lately. And then I have these things to contend with, which is them vines with them thorns on them. I gotta cut them down. This tree didn't give me a lot of flowers. My pears kind of do that. This tree made a lot of fruit last year. That one didn't. This year, that one has the fruit. This one doesn't, so I guess they're gonna alternate, which is fine with me. But these pear trees, they get nice and sturdy faster than the peach trees do. There's a good shot of about 5 pears, I mean. All right, cook. Some more up there. Some more up there. So, let's look at the apple real quick. I don't have another apple to pollinate this. Apples can self-pollinate themselves. It's just a success rate depending on what breeds you have varies. See, I don't even know what breed this is. You can see I had a lot of blooms. But you see this right here? Every last one of them fell off. I released that cluster. I had a ton of blooms. Ton of blooms. I don't know if any of them got pollinated or what. But like I said, I don't have another tree to pollinate this. And I don't know what breed this is because the tag, I'm zooming in on y'all boys. Because the tag just says apple red. Thanks, Walmart. So, great job on that one. But I got it for $5, so I couldn't resist. I noticed that when I bought it, but once again, couldn't resist. So this is the wild blackberry patch, but it's a lot of other stuff in here too. But y'all can see all the berries there. It's a lot of looking just in that area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. See what I'm saying? 20 berries and I haven't even moved. But y'all know how they did last year. So let's check the big tree. It's not looking good from here. I don't know. Y'all, there's some pears on there. I see one kind of up high. But it had a lot of blooms, but I see a lot fell off. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all probably can't see this one right there at the tip of my finger. See that little bulb? But a lot of these fell off. A lot. And that's the issue I was having with this tree. Really, it's probably really bringing pollinators than making pears. This tree is old, y'all. I think it's just tired. And it's sick, too. You can see how, tree probably just can't really sustain fruit. I'm going to take some cuttings off of it, though, in a spot where it's not sick at. But anyway, y'all, that's it. Oh, no. I got other stuff to show y'all that I planted. I also want to show y'all this. If you got poison ivy in your yard, and you might want to grow in that area in the future, don't spray it with poison. Because later on you'll be eating that poison. So yeah, this don't look the greatest, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't burn poison ivy either. If you breathe that smoke, it's like you just took poison ivy and rubbed it all on the inside of your lungs. So your lungs will be very inflamed, just like as if you were to get a rash on the outside of your body, but it's in your lungs. Think about it, you can't scratch it. So I don't know what that would be like. My assumptions would be like you'd be coughing a lot, I guess. But as y'all can see, I got the hook up with a lot of big sheets of cardboard. And real talk, let me show you what I'm dealing with. Y'all see all that green over there? It look pretty, don't it? But when you get up on it, can y'all tell how much of that is poison ivy? Y'all remember how I told you how to spot it? Leaves of 3. That's poison ivy. 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 Now this is Virginia creeper. See, it's 5. Poison ivy. Poison ivy. Poison ivy. Poison. See, Virginia creeper. Poison ivy. Poison. So this will get sprayed with a solution of 40% vinegar on his side. Because see, I can smother on my side, but if it just keeps encroaching and coming this way, there's no point. There's really no point in me even trying to smother it out. If I'm just gonna let it come back, one of my pieces blue, I'll move it back. Now see, most of that's Virginia creeper. But up under this, I can assure you, the vast majority of that's poison ivy. Once you smother it out, it's good, because I smothered out a patch over there by the compost pile. It never came back. And I smothered out some more back there, and that never came back. So, because once you smother it out, you do kill the roots. But if you got any nearby, just keep in mind those roots will spread. That's how poison ivy spreads. It spreads roots up under the ground laterally. I don't think it makes any kind of seed or anything. I've never seen it make seeds. Still have not finished burning my burn pile, but I will. Let me see. Let me get back here so y'all can see what I did back here. navigate the stumps. Okay, so can y'all see them? This looks like grass. That is not grass. That, my friends, is sorghum. So if you've ever heard of sorghum syrup, look at this. Poison ivy. Poison ivy. I gotta lay some cardboard back here too. Right now I'm just gonna step around it. Y'all see them grass sprigs back there? Right here, right here. Kind of looks like corn. It's actually in the corn family. They're both grasses. That's sorghum as well. So this will be my first time growing back here in this. Now, I planted some sorghum here, and I see it's starting to come up. There's these little sprigs I see starting to come up. So I planted sorghum in 3 different places to see how it would do back here in the shade, if it actually needed full sun or not. You might ask me what I'm gonna do with it. Probably gonna make sorghum syrup. I'm gonna grow it for the seeds, and you can pop the seeds like popcorn. It's makes like tiny little kernels, like popcorn kernels. And you can eat that. You can grind the seeds up and make flour, I heard. So that's what I'm gonna do with the sorghum. So yeah, that's what we got going on back here. That spot I cleared is trying to turn back into a jungle on me, but I ain't having it. I took too much work to clear it, so I ain't having it. I didn't want to run it over with the lawnmower, at least not the parts with the poison ivy, because you'll chop that poison ivy up, and if any of that stuff, you touch the part of the mower that it got in contact with, or any of those leaves get slung on you, or the juices from the plant, you're going to be lit up. So I didn't want to take a chance on that, so I said, nah, let me do the smart way and just smother it out, because I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't break out or nothing. So I didn't show you how my orange tree either. How long is this video? Too damn long. Orange tree's looking pretty good. Still lots of blossoms. Still smells amazing. Seems like quite a bit of the fruit set, but we'll see. We'll see. Kumquat, not looking the great. Oh, by the way, put that in the ground. Look how that catnip grew. The cats come over here and roll around in it and mow it down some, but it's all good. But kumquat, actually, you know what? Kumquat got some new growth on it. I'm seeing some new shoots at the tips, so that's encouraging. So maybe it's getting established. Yeah, I see some growth here. I see growth at pretty much all the little tips, just about. So that's good. Maybe it's getting established, and it's doing all right. So, oh, sorry about my finger. So anyway, with that, y'all, I am going to let y'all go. Until next time, see you guys later.